I always believed my marriage was built on trust, until the night I found a hidden phone buzzing inside my husband's locked drawer. On the screen was the picture of a little girl. A girl who had his eyes. My hands trembled. My world collapsed, and every memory of our life suddenly felt like a lie. He tried to erase her existence. He tried to hide her from me, but he never imagined what I would do next. Because the moment I met her, everything changed. And the ending. It's something he never saw coming. My name is Claire, and for 8 years, I thought I had a perfect marriage. Ethan and I were the kind of couple people envied: stable jobs, nice home, weekend brunches, quiet evenings, and plans to start a family soon. But life has a strange way of revealing the truth, slowly, painfully, then all at once. It started one normal Wednesday evening. Ethan had left for a late meeting, and I was clearing the kitchen when I heard something vibrating inside our bedroom. I followed the sound, expecting it to be his phone left behind by mistake. But it wasn't. It was a second phone. A phone I had never seen before. A phone he had hidden in his locked drawer, inside a sock. That's when my stomach tightened. The screen lit up again, a message, and a picture. A young girl, maybe 5 or 6 years old, brown curly hair, a shy smile, and Ethan's unmistakable deep-set eyes. The message below, it made my heart freeze. She keeps asking when you'll visit again. I sat there for minutes that felt like hours. My brain refused to accept what my eyes were seeing. I didn't want to believe the worst, not yet. Maybe the child belonged to a friend. Maybe this was work. Maybe, but deep down I knew. The universe had punched me in the stomach. And denial was pointless. When Ethan came home that night, I didn't scream or cry. Instead, I watched him, really watched him as he changed clothes, ate dinner, and talked about his meeting. Everything felt rehearsed. Mechanical, fake. I didn't say a word. The next day, when he left for work, I did something I never thought I'd do. I called the number from the hidden phone. A woman answered. Her voice cracked when she heard my name. She knew who I was. Her name was Lena, and the little girl, the one with Ethan's eyes, her name was Mia, and she was my husband's daughter. Born from an affair that had lasted 3 years, an affair he ended abruptly, leaving Lena to raise the child alone. I'm sorry, she kept saying. I told him he needed to tell you. I never wanted this. I just didn't know what else to do. I didn't yell. I didn't blame her. I didn't even cry. Not yet. Instead, I asked the only question that mattered. Does Mia know about me? Lena paused, then whispered. She thinks you're his sister, because Ethan told her you wouldn't want her. That was the moment my heart broke. Not for me, but for that child. A child who had done nothing wrong. A child whose father was ashamed of her existence. A child who deserved better. So I asked Lena if I could meet her. She hesitated, but eventually agreed. We met at a park the next afternoon. Mia was sitting alone on the swing, kicking her tiny legs back and forth, humming to herself. When she turned and looked at me, I swear my breath caught. She was beautiful, curious, innocent, and painfully familiar. Are you Daddy's friend? She asked, tilting her head. I knelt down so I could be eye level with her. No, I said softly, but I would really like to be yours. By the time we left the park, I was sure of one thing. This little girl deserved love, real love, not to be hidden like a mistake. That night, I confronted Ethan, and hell broke loose. When I told him I had met Mia, something dark flickered in his eyes. You had no right, he barked. She is none of your business. I ended that part of my life. Don't bring that child into our home. That child, that was it? That was the moment the last piece of my marriage disintegrated. I packed a bag, left the house, left the lies, left the man I no longer recognized. But I didn't just leave. I fought. I filed for divorce, told my family everything, stood with Lena when she decided to pursue child support Ethan had avoided for years. And most importantly, I stayed in Mia's life. Not as the wife he lied to, not as the woman he betrayed, but as someone who saw her worth. Months passed. And before I knew it, Lena called me in tears. She had been diagnosed with a serious medical condition. Her treatment would take months. She had no immediate family able to care for Mia. She asked me the question that would change everything. Claire, would you take her? At least while I get better. I didn't hesitate. Yes, 1,000 times yes. But it didn't end there. The situation worsened. Doctors were unsure how long recovery would take. And Mia needed stability, emotional, psychological, and legal. Lena, with a trembling voice and tears streaming down her face, said, I want you to adopt her. You're the only one I trust. I cried. For her, For MEA, for everything we had all survived. The adoption process took months. Interviews, home visits, court hearings, paperwork thicker than a brick. But the day the judge said, "Mia is now legally your daughter," my heart felt whole for the first time in years. And Ethan found out. He stormed into the courthouse lobby, yelling, cursing, demanding explanations. "How dare you take her? She's my daughter." I looked him dead in the eyes. "When did you ever treat her like one?" He had no answer. He tried to fight for custody, but every record, every absence, every ignored responsibility, everything he had done came back to destroy him. Courts don't grant custody to men who hide children, abandon them, refuse support, and show zero involvement in the end. Ethan walked away with nothing but shame, and Mia walked into my arms. Today, she's 8, confident, bright, loved. She calls me mom. She tells people I saved her life, but the truth is, she saved mine. I didn't just adopt the girl my husband tried to hide from me. I adopted the future he was too blind to see, and it's the happiest decision I ever made. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to support the channel. Your likes, comments, and shares help these powerful real-life stories reach more people. Tell me in the comments what would you have done in Claire's place. And if you enjoy emotional, shocking, and life-changing stories like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss the next one. Your engagement truly keeps this channel alive. Thank you for being here. You're part of this story now.